Michigan here. Brewers TV presented. Mizorowski's first ball at 102. Grisham takes a strike early in his major league career. He's actually shined in the games against some high-level talent. Miles an hour. Then Rice is back, putting together with a hand injury. Catcher turned first baseman, and Yankees have their ace on the mound tonight, Max Fried. And a swing and a miss. And his first offering to Aaron Judge. In there for a strike. Another one at 100. Here's the 0-1. Judge late on it. Fouls it away. Pouring in the strike. Here's the 0-2 to Aaron Judge. And he lays off. Another. No immaculate inning for Mizorowski. And the two-strike pitch lined into right field. And right at field. And a great start. Made a big impact in that series. And Max Fried on the mound rocked this.
Second with the Yankees.
A little bit hampered tonight. Chourio, a little half swing, and he's able to check that. However, 1-2, and Chourio takes a called strike 3. Giving us a great look from behind home plate. That's a fly ball by Terang on the first pitch. A little late on it. Bellinger there to put it away. And he's up there hacking at the first pitch. And an OPS at 764. Quickly 0-2. There's the pitch that goes.
Brewers only have 2 lefties in their.
Shallow center, and Grisham will put it away.
That's going to be the game plan here against Aaron Judge and the Yankees, but he said as a draw for the Yankees here tonight, guys.
And it's not just the strikeouts. I mean, he's a pitcher that can throw 100.
Cody Bellinger to start this second inning. Sabathia noted that last pitch of the first at that velocity. Did not throw on to Bellinger, and he hits that one hard into left field. Right there is Lockridge. He'll put it away for out. Starts in center as he can. Had a big year last year and was expecting greater things this year, but he has last year in runs and homers, extra base hits, in walks.
Yeah, they've won 16 of the last 19 games.
Better record in that stretch. As Chisholm, little tapper, Mizorowski fields it, underhands it, and there's out number 2. There's 3 teams that are all tied for the major league. Jones. Big call up for Jones. This is a very exciting young player.
I think Judge is big. This guy takes a back seat to nobody.
0-2 pitch and a swing and a miss. Jones strikes out. All right, looking forward to that. Here's Gary Sanchez, the former Yankee. And Gary was back there for his ceremonial first pitch. Gary was back there for his ceremonial first pitch. And Max Fried misses with that. Good take. 2-2 now.
Yeah, of all the other accolades.
On the ground through for a base hit. Gary Sanchez. A lead off.
So easy up there at the plate, but it's far from it.
Andrew Vaughn as he takes a ball.
It still looks easy to hit. Tough thing in sports.
Vaughn walks on 4 to go off of, other than with switch hitting third baseman up there with 2 on, nobody out. And Fried has lost his command. And Vaughn. And it's ball 2 on Rengifo. And it's ball 3. 3-0. No chance. Rengifo's offering at that. He walks on 4 straight. Back to try to turn to concede the run here. Lockridge takes a strike after 8 consecutive misses. Here's the 0-1. Lockridge breaks his path through, base hit. In to score Sanchez. They're going to hold Vaughn around third. And now Sal Frelick on the first pitch. Fly ball slicing Bellinger. And bases loaded. And Sal up the middle. Caught. No, through. Gets by Chisholm. Vaughn in to score. And it's 2-0 Brewers. Land right there. Still bases loaded. Here's Joey Ortiz. Has one of those. 1 for 5 this year. Had a hit with bases loaded. Max Fried deals. Big hack last. Missed with a curve. Here's a 2-2, and Ortiz fouls it away.
And they have to be, because that's
two. Nobody out, and Ortiz straightened up by a fastball. Free deals. Ortiz on the ground. A chopper over to third base. Glove by McMahon. Gets the out at second base, but another run scores.
There you go. Play. Well done.
Ooh. Let it eat. St. Louis. Another good cut. Fouls it back. 0-2 the count.
4 for 4.
And the 1-2. Never mind. Throw to first. Fried is dangerous.
Heck of a move.
Here he comes. Churio on the ground. Up the middle, and it's through for a base hit.
Not sure what happened there.
Scores. Agam mentality, and now Terang has been good against lefties this. Snap throw to second. As many as they can get right now. This is, as Rock mentioned, a very dangerous offense. You never feel. He's in Churio aboard. Terang takes a strike. And the 1-2. Terang hanging in there. Another 1-2. Terang breaks his bat. That's a foul ball down the left field line. Hits the tarp. Up now. Another 1-2, and Terang takes a called strike 3.
Yeah, dropped a curveball on him.
If he fires, he does not. Fried sinking along with us. Second with 2 outs. And a good hack that time. 1-1 the count. Been down for the next 3 days. 2-1. Contreras takes a strike. Count evens.
And he can never have enough.
And a swing and a miss. He got him on the curve. Max Fried on at 104. If you round up, 103.6 to be exact.
Obviously, this is the part of the lineup that you have to be able to control.
Back in the lineup here tonight. Heavily wrapped underneath that sleeve he has on his left. 2-1. And a swing and a miss. Big fastball from. 2-2 the count. And on the ground, hits the mound. That's going to be through. Base hit.
Yeah, slider that time.
Caballero barreled it. He recognized it. Did Caballero between the Rays and the Yankees. Stole 49 bases last year. High fly ball foul. Caballero dancing at first base. Miz with the long pause here, and now Wells chases another one. How about Miz? Huge lead. Oh, and it's a balk.
Yeah.
Nobody out, and the 1-2 is fouled back. Wells is. And the 1-2 just missed. And did he go? You're always aware of where Aaron Judge is in the batting order. Trying to avoid him at the plate with mid-on. There you go. Miz with us from the Rockies last year. It's that one sharply into left field. Lockridge came in, now breaks back, makes the play. Caballero retreats.
Yankee hitters are going to make.
Courtesy toss to second. Strike to Grisham. 7. And in those 6 wins, and just had a 5-gamer. Debut tonight up from their minor league system. Grisham late on it, fouls it back. 2-2 the count. 2-2. Count goes full. And now the payoff to Grisham. Popped him up. Going to stay playable for Rengifo. Inning over. Mizorowski straight pass. Now Max Fried after a 40-pitch inning officially last inning. Still on 4 hits last inning. Fried drops a curveball in. Got over a decade of service time in the major leagues.
Yeah.
And a swing and a miss. Fried with a strikeout to start.
Lineup. The home run power the Brewers have been lacking.
And Vaughn barrels one center field. This is going to be over the head of Grisham. One hops off the fence, and it'll be an automatic double. It hit the back wall, then top of the padded wall, which would have kept it in play. Wouldn't have mattered for Vaughn. Big sleep on Murph's couch.
Yeah.
In the air right field, Judge is there. And there is the second out. He's not trying to fool the pitcher into a challenge. He's trying to trick the umpire into calling. And that one off the end of the bat into center field, a base hit. And Vaughn's going to be waved home. It's bobbled by Grisham. He was going to have a chance. No doubt.
How about Lockridge with men in scoring position? Wow.
2 for 2. And Frelick, a wave and a miss. It's a couple of weeks after a rough start at the plate. Sal had. It's interesting. But Frelick is the guy now. Fried strikes him out to end the inning.
Rick Schlesinger and Rick, it's been a lot of fun here as we get into the first month of the season.
We're the only team in Major League Baseball right now that is doing all these cameras. We got the wire cam, we got direct quality to the broadcast.
And as you said, Brewers TV is the only team, the only network.
You know.
He is a generous man. Swing and a miss. Mizorowski with. He and Bryce Terang were teammates on. I think everybody's idea is to bust him in. The problem. He has a great right center count. And Judge chased a fastball. Here's Bellinger now. First ball swinging, late on it. Foul ball, slicing, Lockridge. Oh no. Oh no, Lockridge goes crashing. Broken bat. Vaughn, he'll take it himself. And that will retire the side. Couple of strikeouts. CC, it's awesome to see you on the family field. We've seen you through the years, but obviously you know how much you won a World Series. But just tell us a little bit about, I've asked you this before, but your time in Milwaukee as you've gone through.
I couldn't get him out, and I didn't know what was going on.
It'll pop up out to Jazz Chisholm. Go ahead, Steve.
And, you know, let me know that I can play this game in different places. And
around and teaching these guys how to play and how to win in the big league.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I mean, like you said, it was a young team. You know, you had a young Corey Hart, you had a young JJ.
You know, you always brought that extra little sauce pitcher. And I walked by CC and goes, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" About the particular start, but you were all business once you got on the mound.
Yeah, I just didn't want it to feel like I wanted every day to.
Remember most about you, CC? I mean, you're 11-1 record when you came over here, but pitching on 3 days rest. I mean, down in the end, and this is your.
I mean, the truth will set you free, CC.
So in the ceremony, got traded to the Brewers. Tell that story.
Yeah, so I got traded on a Sunday. I see you know, down the road. Then I get a call from Mark Shapiro, got traded. It's one on the way, like, where am I going? Like, I don't know anybody. Like, I'm again on that Sunday. That was the Sunday I went deep.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't get to do that. So just swinging every single day.
And then we'd always were told, "Oh man, that sent us into the All-Star break in an absolute frenzy." Like,
if you hit a home run in the game, it don't matter what you do on the mound. Like, I didn't care what I
just the guy that might be able to lead the Brewers to that. I always think CC from the pulse of the organization that the Brewers were here to be serious.
And like being able to pitch on 3 days rest and all those big games and pitch well, really
on the scoreboard is Caballero with his second hit off Mizorowski, and it's first and
Wall of Honor. It's been incredible. So I never thought that I would go into the Hall of Fame. Like
like you belong there. I was talking to some of the Brewers players before the game around the batting cage.
Track where if I threw, I guess let's say 140 innings, I would have got a fucking. I'm sitting down in the dugout, and Brett Gardner goes, "Where you hit him?" And that's just kind of,
I mean, the images.
And I go up and I call my wife. She was always the first person I called when I went to the clubhouse.
Yankees with runners at first and second, and a swing and a miss. And that's a good way to let back at it here. Bottom 5, American Family Field. I just love every interaction we
had on the mound in his time in CC Sabathia. What he did for the town of Milwaukee, you know.
That's on a hop to Chisholm. He picks it, and the out at first. Contreras is the 9 with the Yankees. Something he'd always dreamed about. Kind of an unknown product. 1-1 to Sanchez. Rolls one over to third. McMahon has got plenty of time here. 2 outs. I think that
it was a no-hitter, and he knew who the guy was that hit it.
Andy LaRoche.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like that. You call it an error. If Mike Masella was the
yeah.
He was campaigning for CC, but wasn't able to. Brewers.com/tickets.
All right, let's dial it back in here. Third time around now. Trent Grisham a swing and a miss. Fastball still cooking for Grisham, Yankees leadoff man, the former Brewer. And he takes a ball.
Yeah, there aren't many guys.
Whenever we could via Zoom to bring the fans some content and some baseball. 2-2 the count on Grisham. And now 3-2. The one walk. 3-2 pitch. Grisham fouls it away to do, and it's a lot. Great ambassador of the game. Mizorowski still considered a
Emergency catcher as well.
He swung the bat so well, though. He's the first baseman now. Dan went on the injured list. And Mizorowski misses. 2 balls and a strike. In batting average. Comes in, bat off his foot. Rice, nobody out. We're in the 6th, and Rice chops it foul again off. 3-2 to Rice. High fly ball to center field. That's going to stay up there for Mitchell. Rice just missed it a click, and the first out.
You're going to ask me that.
Here's Aaron,
and I'm ready for it.
Aaron Judge takes a strike.
So they
On the top shelf anymore.
No.
Judge laid on it. Slider play if they get one on the ground. 0-2 pitch to Judge is just outside. Well, 2 strikes to Judge, and he got him. Mizorowski in this game, and that one's right through the heart. A slider. 2 outs. The 0-2. Bellinger slices one foul in the seats. Another bank here. 0-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. He struck him. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. A 40-pitch second inning for at this point, and struck out Judge, starting with Jazz Chisholm next inning.
And you saw Ashby up. He was going to come in, and
even when they don't have their best stuff, and it really was just the 1 inning as he walks. Rengifo left with a leg injury. Mitchell hits it sharply right at Chisholm, and Mitchell beats. No, it's an out call at first. This was certainly about nobody on for South Freeland. Mizorowski emptied out the tank there to get through the 6th inning. 2-1. Frelick gets jammed. Going to be a tough play here. Caballero's throw. Frelick is out at first. Caballero, you see why he has taken over as the starting shortstop for the Yankees. And the former Red Sox matching up against the Yankees.
Matt on Monday was at St. Louis. Inning in the 3rd.
Kevin Castro looks like he'll be next. Chisholm just lays the bat on it. Lazy fly ball to Mitchell. On away.
And that fastball was down in the strike zone. Yeah, mixed in.
One of the 2 walks by Mizorowski, making his big second walk in the 5th. Big power hitter in the minor leagues outfield. Hard to break into this Yankees outfield. They're so talented. He fills up that batter's box at 6'7". Swing the bat. Very Ohtani-like, and Drohan strikes, hitting Wisconsin Culvers. I'm sure the legends don't pay. Drohan drops a nice curveball and the best custard.
Yeah, best custard. Culvers.
That's the way you go. Of course, they're Schroders. That's what they do. They win.
Athletes.
Winners win. Dream realized. Oh, he chased one. Caballero goes up.
Lineup right here. I think we all knew he was going to take a step up this season.
Up after the ball game, we're going to hear from the manager, Pat Murphy, and a great way to start out this inning. All coming up after the ball game, BA.
All right, thanks, Craig. And how about that? A double behind you.
This guy on the mat.
With a runner at second. In fact, he did. Hairline fracture. If nothing else, because he was doing everything he needed to do with his legs, and he started to swing the bat a couple of weeks ago. And Trail's going to
do the right thing.
Here's Terang now. Kyle Harrison and Cam Schlittler tomorrow. Outstanding. Terang out to Jazz Chisholm. And Kyle Harrison. That's up the middle, and it's through a base hit for Contreras.
Another big 2-out RBI for the Crew. How about these guys?
This is the perfect symbol of the kind of game the Brewers play all the time when they're right. Long at-bats, a lot of foul balls, deep counts, putting the ball in play. Well, Gary Sanchez is retired. The other in the minor leagues with the Brewers in AAA. Certainly stretched.
He has destroyed Brewers. My goodness.
It was a while there. He was the toughest out. He and Pujols. Most of his at-bats now are coming against lefties. Over there, but good play. A pop-up to center field. Mitchell calling loudly, and Goldschmidt is retired.
At 80% over the weekend, doing some base running. You saw the hitting there, so he's been out for the.
It was impressive. I tell you, his BP today was jaw-dropping. Nice play by Vaughn. A little backhanded practice today as well. It's a guy that got hurt in spring training for a minor league rehab assignment. But Yelich was on another level. Batting practice. That was not the case with Yelich today, who was sending the foul pole and right at one point. He told me afterwards, I could play tonight. He said, make
You can build your perfect plan today at Brewers.com. Get him a save, right?
I'm with you. Give him the last 3 innings if possible. Vaughn grounds out. It'll be Rice, Judge, and Bellinger.
Coming up a start where he gave up no hits against
Bigger names on the other side of the confrontation. He has.
You can't teach. He slows the game down nicely for himself.
In the second. He's walked twice tonight. Had a line out to report yet from the Brewers clubhouse. Slightly concerning. And Hifo fouls that off. Stays alive. Sad about that. Baseball's a game of redemption, young lady. Chisholm makes Garrett Mitchell. Hard on one hop right to Chisholm. Chisholm started a 4-6-3 double play. If you see he's hit into a double play, you almost know it's a hard hit ball.
So rocket one hopper.
2-1. And 2-2 now. And Mitchell strikes out. 1-2-3 inning.